You think adoption would slow down during a global pandemic, but that's not necessarily been the case. Joining us now is Nicole Witt with the Adoption Consultancy. And Nicole, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Talk about these babies. Talk about the situation. What is the current state of adoptions in America right now?
When the pandemic first hit, everybody thought that adoptions were just going to disappear and that there weren't going to be any placements. And that didn't happen for quite a while. They kind of kept going as normal. Several months in, we did see a reduction in the number of adoptions, but it seems to be coming back to kind of pretty typical levels.
Well, we live in a virtual world, and we know that's affected every aspect of our lives. And now you're saying that it also has affected the way these adoptions are done as well.
And one of the positives I think that's come from this that I'm hoping continues post-pandemic is using the technology for a lot of the aspects of it that were otherwise quite cumbersome. So, now that people are used to doing court hearings and so on virtually, I'm really hoping that that continues and saves people from a lot of the hassle and expense associated with some extra travel and that kind of thing.
Yeah, certainly, Nicole, people can do more from home, and that includes social media. Talk about that.
People have gotten more comfortable with maintaining relationships via social media. And that's not unusual for adoptive families and birth families to have a kind of ongoing relationship that they maintain virtually without getting together in person. So now that people are a bit more comfortable with that and know how to make that work, I think that's going to be a real positive for those relationships.
Nicole, we only have a few seconds left here, but give us an idea. How does that work on social media? Take us through that process.
Well, there are a lot of different ways that it can. In terms of talking about after the adoption, traditionally way back when, the adoptive parents would write actual letters with updates and send physical pictures. So now it's so much easier for people to connect on social media, or if they're not totally at that level of transparency, they might set up a shared website where they can communicate privately and share information and things like that. So it kind of depends on the agreements that they've made and what everybody's comfort levels are.
All right, good stuff. Nicole Witt with the Adoption Consultancy. Thanks for joining us today. The need is out there. These babies need homes, and they need loving homes as well. If you'd like more information, go to theadoptionconsultancy.com.